Come on up and hit the button. Perfect. Good morning. This is Barefoot Bodyweight Conditioning. If you're watching the on-demand, we're going to start down on the floor. Shelly's here, Shalise, Alicia's here, Tracy, Lorraine, everyone else will come on in. So come down here. We'll start with our 10-minute barefoot warm-up that we do. I'm just going to get my timer going here. Perfect. And just choose a leg, whichever one feels good. I'm going to start with that calf massage, and we'll just start getting our leg warmed up. And yeah, and just get some of the goodness, get some of the movement of the fluid, waking up your muscles, getting things loosened up. So looking for any tight spots, maybe noticing any loose spots, maybe going, oh, usually this is really tight on me. And for some reason, maybe something is not so sore, not so tight today. Good morning, everybody coming in. Welcome, welcome. Trainer Lauren in the house, just doing the double probably. She usually is from one class to the next. Susan's here. Good morning. Oh, and Susan's cat. Good morning, cat. Letty's in here. Molly's in here. Fab Liz. Good morning. Mary, welcome. All right. So just getting into your calf. You could even take it to the front of your shin. Use your fingers and kind of pinch or pull behind your shin bone, right? That flat shin bone, if you reach to the outside near the top of it, you can kind of get down in the side there. For me, it's sore near the top usually of that bone, up at the back. We have another Mary in the house. Good morning. Excellent. Heather, good morning. And then I'm going to take it to that shin bone in the front on the inside part and just take my fingers down my shin bone. That one can kind of be crazy sore sometimes, and you don't even think about it in the front. So I'm going all the way down to my ankle bone, and I'm kind of wrapping my arm around my leg to get in there. You could also kind of go from the back, but that's not as comfortable. I kind of like to have that resistance pushing against my shin bone and getting my fingers in there. And then we'll work our way down to our ankle and just getting your fingers in all the nooks and crannies around your ankle bone, inside, outside. In the back, maybe you want to pinch your Achilles tendon a little bit and give it a little massage and love, and then spread it out to the top of your foot down toward your toes. And here I'm really just being gentle. There's lots of little bones. You just have to think gentle, but I like to go out and almost push my fingers between my toes from the top, spread my toes out a little bit from the top side. We'll do it from the bottom side as well. And just thinking about getting some fluid moving and kind of keeping that circulation through all those little blood vessels that we have in our feet there, helping them pump the warm blood down to our toes. Then we'll take it to the bottom of our foot, put your hand in a fist, and go ahead and just smack the bottom of your foot here, just pounding the bottom, taking it around your heel on the outside of your foot. You could do the inside too. It doesn't feel good for me on the arch, so I avoid that. And the base of your toes, your base of your big toe, the ball of your foot, all the way out. We call that our landing pad. So today, if we have some 6-month challengers in the house, I think we have some people here in the 6-month challenge. The class of the week is Willpower. There's only one Willpower on the schedule, I think, on Saturday morning. So we're going to do a few Willpower and Grace inspired moves today. I used to teach Willpower with Rochelle at our local gym. Go ahead and take your hand down and massage the bottom of your foot. Willpower is it's a barefoot class, and it's a bit dance, a bit yoga, a bit cardio, definitely functional movement. We'll do some things that are, reaching behind you, picking something up off the floor, putting it up on a high shelf, how we move, getting our body ready for that. So massaging the bottom of our foot here, my knuckle of my pointer finger is the one I use mostly into the bottom of my foot. Excellent. And Amy's here. Welcome, Amy. Kathy, W, welcome you guys. Everybody coming into class. All right. And I'm just going to put my foot back up on my knee because that's the most comfortable for me. And I'm just doing my little toe gymnastics. So I'm working my toes forward and back, forward and back. And then I spread them out. And my toes, I can feel them very cold. I haven't worked out yet. I just got up. My toes are cold to the touch here. and then squeezing your fingers in between each toe. This will be our last move. We'll go to the other side. So just trying to press your fingers down toward the base of that space between each toe. And I'm kind of squeezing it down, separating them out. Oh man, it just feels good for me. I'm in the middle of bike season right now. We had our first bike race on Sunday with the kids. Let's go ahead, take it to the other leg here. And I walked around in my bike shoes for a few hours, and bike shoes have like little metal clips on the bottom. So you're sort of raised up in the front on your toes, as opposed to where a normal shoe is actually raised up in the heel. Ooh, my feet were sore there for a while. Finally, I was like, what am I doing? I'm not riding my bike. I need to go change my shoes. We rode in the morning to warm the kids up, and then I just didn't change shoes as quickly as I should have. But my kids were so strong, you guys. I was so proud of them. We have middle school and high school kids, and it was great. It was dusty and hot, and there were 215 kids at the race. They start them in waves by their age group, but so some of the groups were like 20 to 40 kids starting at the same time in a mass start, 5 across, just dust in their faces. Some of the kids were like, I couldn't see anything. I just kept pedaling into the dust. But it was very good. I felt like they were well prepared, so I was very pleased. All right, up and down here. So whatever really feels good, right? You can dig, you can roll, you could kind of push your fingers up and down your skin. I'm going to then take it to the outside of my shin bone. So if you feel where that flat shin bone is in the front, and then I'm just going to get my fingers down the outside of that shin bone, kind of trying to reach you. You have the muscle in the front and your bone. I'm just trying to get in between that muscle and bone. Excellent. Cassie, welcome. Nice to see you this morning. And then I'm going to wrap my arm around and just take it to the inside. And again, kind of feeling that muscle where it connects to the bone on my shin. You could still be doing your calf. I could probably do my calf all day long and find enough places in the back of my leg, but this one feels pretty good. And sometimes when my son and I are sitting, I'll kind of massage his calves. He has really tight calves. He kind of walks up on his toes with his heels lifted up, and he couldn't even have me like touching his calves almost. He said it hurt so much. All right, fingers down in around your ankles here, your Achilles tendon in the back. Just feeling that, and just kind of seeing. For a long time, I had some lingering kind of swelling around my ankle from an ankle roll last summer. Oh, you guys, there's 2 bears on the golf course outside. This is when I get distracted and it's hard for me to teach. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see them. Let me see if I can unhook you from my TV. Okay, I don't know, team. Can you see the 2 black spots out there? I don't know if you can see them. I might have to go outside. If I freeze up, I'll come back to you guys. Oh, there's 3. I think it's a mama and her babies. Can you see between? Yeah. Yeah. It's hard for me to see what you guys can see. There's one walking around. That black spot out there. Anyway, hi, Big Bear. They're rolling around in the grass. They're really active right now, trying to get ready for hibernation. All right. Sorry, back to it. I feel bad. One other time there was a bear, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's a bear. And then at the end of class, everyone was like, you never showed us. I was like, oh, sorry. I'll just take it. All right, where were we? Back to our feet. We'll get into that pounding of our feet. I get you guys back on my TV. It's going to freeze me up for a little bit. There we go. All right. So hopefully you guys can still hear me there. Perfect. All right. Let's see I don't even remember which leg I was on. I think I'm over here. So I'm going to the pounding. Oh, Shalise. Yeah, Shalise lives in Mammoth as well. I live like halfway up Main Street, Shalise. That's the eighth hole of Sierra Star with the golf course. All right, so pounding out that foot, team. All right, you guys keep pounding. I'm gonna have to read all these chats. They're coming in fast and furious now. So just getting it. Oh, I might have to take you back now. They're getting closer. There's like 3 little babies out there. They're very cute. I know in the mornings when I spin with Sherry, my bike is here and it gets really hot. So I'm like, Sherry, I'm going to open my door. She's like, Lindsay, what if the bear comes up behind you? I'm like, Sherry, you're going to have to tell me if it's coming from my back, from the window. All right. So go ahead and get into your massage of the bottom of your foot, the knuckle of that foot there. Cool. Yeah. I'm just reading the chats there, gang. All right. So massaging the bottom of your foot here. Getting it. So that one for me, when I get in, it makes my big toe tingle when I'm, oh, weird. It's so crazy. When I just rub the bottom of my foot in my arch, it like tingles up on my big toe. I need to do that more often, I think, is what that's telling me. All right. Stop me for a second timer. All right. Well, into our toe gymnastics. We're going a little long on the barefoot because of the bear distraction there. It's crazy. And the bears move around so much now they're gone. They've wandered off into the trees somewhere else, wandered to their next place. There's big metal culverts underneath the golf course there where streams and things have gone by, and the bears, that's where they sleep and where they hibernate. So they're getting fattened up right now. So I'm doing my toe gymnastics, toes forward and back here. And don't worry, gang, we will get up, we will get moving. Although sometimes just a relaxing way to start a class. You know, we have a lot of these like sculpt and stretch, and where cardio and stretch, where you do all your shred and stretch, you do all the activity first and then rest. This is kind of a nice way, extended warm up. Putting your fingers between your toes. This is our last bit here, and then we'll get up and get going. All right, team. So squeezing down in there, pressing your hands. And now it's just kind of restful. You're not moving them too much. It's just letting those toes have time to separate out and relax. And sometimes it can get a little crampy for people in there, but just squeezing. Hold that for a little bit. And then we're going to get up. We're going to do some startup with some standing cat-cow, some standing rotations, some heel raises, some toe raises. Then we'll get into some balance, some squatting, some lunging, some side lunging. Let's get it going again. Grab some water, come on up. You can keep your hands up off the ground. See if you can just get yourself up. You can roll your legs over to the side. You can roll it forward. All right, team. So standing cat-cow. Set your feet like you were squatting a little bit. Let me get set here. All right. And we're just going to have our hands on our knees, and we're going to look up, lift your tailbone up, and roll it under for that cat, for that cow. And let's see. Cat here, cow here. No, cat there, cow here. And up and down. And I'm doing like a little mini squat. My knees bend a little bit as I move here. Keep going there, gang. I want to make sure you can see my feet today because we will do some foot moves. And then take it back to center and just start to twist and twist. And maybe you don't look up yet. Just drop one shoulder. It may feel comfortable to rotate your fingers in as you do this. We have some squats with a rotation today. So just getting our spine warmed up here. And then as it feels good, you can rotate more, look up to the sky and look up to the sky. Good, rotating there. All right, and then take it to standing. We're just going to do some heel lifts. And what I want you to really be thinking is pressing all 5 toes to the ground, suction cup your toes to the ground, press up in the ball of your foot, and then feel the bottom of your foot stretch as you press up here. So really squeezing the ground and pressing. And I kind of use my hands like my feet. You may find your hands do that. That's pretty natural that your hands, if you're thinking about your feet, your hands will do the same thing. So I'm actually kind of like pressing my fingers down as if they were gripping onto the ground as well. And then lifting up and down, just warming up the bottom of our feet, getting our balance going. When we do our lunges, I'm going to talk about the ball of your foot. I'm going to want you to land on the ball of your foot. So we're just getting that all warmed up. And then we're going to take it to the bottom of our foot. So you're just going to lift one foot and kind of take a little step, lift the toes up, lift your toes. And I do it walking because it's kind of, I have to like stick my booty out funny if I try to just lift toes and lift toes. But now stretching the back of your leg, getting the front of your shin warmed up. So I'm just kind of pressing my heel to the floor, lifting my toes up. Just getting this like all lower leg area warmed up and ready to go here. All right, and then coming up, now that our feet are nice and warm, back to this squat stance. You're going to come up on your toes, and this is our balance move. We're going to see if we can squat down to the ground and touch the floor, heels are lifted, and then come back up. And I'm actually going to bring my legs in together. It's more stable if your legs are touching in the middle here. So coming down, knees together, and back up. If that balance feels good, take hands to the sky, come down low. You could speed up a little bit. And then if that feels good, when you come up, you're going to look up at the sky here. Hands up, look up. My heels are still lifted the whole time. And as I come down, my heels want to lower. Try to keep them lifted. Try for stiletto height. See if you can really, really be up on those toes. Squeezing in and out, up and down, excuse me. Let's do a couple more here. Then we'll get into some regular squats. So just our balance challenge while we're still moving slowly. Let's do one more. Hold it up at the top here. Hold high, look up, stretch to the sky, nice deep breath in, and then take it to some squats. Here we go, down and up. So now we're gonna really heat it up a little bit. Feet are warm, balance is ready to work for you. Now willpower, you press your hands on your knees and you power up. You actually press with your hands to get yourself upright. Good. So now with these hands, you're actually going to start to reach back. So pretend here you have something precious in your hands, whatever it might be. I'm going to say a book. I love to read books. I'm going to take this and I'm going to sink low, keep my knees pointing forward. I'm going to put my book down on the ground behind me and come back up. So I'm going to reach down and up. My hips go low, my shoulders rotate, and I come back to center. I'm not letting my knees go to the side. Down, back, up to center. Twist and down. Now we add to it. I'm going to pick that book up off the shelf or off the ground, and I'm going to put it up on a shelf behind me. Down low, rotate to your right leg, reach up to the left. Down, center, twist and up. Use your eyes if you feel good. So you're turning shoulders, turning head and eyes. If it doesn't feel good, you can keep your eyes forward. Have a little less rotation. Good. Let's do a couple more here. And then we're going to get into some lunges. Now, the last one is to come up and come up on your toes as you rotate to the sky. Heels down, low and rotate, up, lift, heels, rotate high. So a lot going on here, lots of movement. This is the functionality of willpower, moving in different planes, moving in different ways. Let's go one more up high and then bring it back to that center squat. Good, team. So center squatting, we're going to take your right foot and just take a little step out like you're going to start walking. Just that little step. My back heel comes up. I land on my toes, land on the ball of my foot, right? That's our walking step. A lot goes on in walking. You're weightless, you're up for a moment and you catch yourself. Then to take it to a lunge, we just go farther and farther. See you later, Trainer Lauren. You guys can always come in, right? For the part of class that you want. You have 10 minutes, you have 15 minutes. Come in and join us. All right, now to that full squat here, team. Bigger step out, chest is back, eyes forward, down and up. You're coming straight down to the ground, pressing up with power here. When you come back, I want you to try to put your foot on your calf. So instead of bringing that foot to the ground, can you bring it maybe big toe to the ground, maybe up on your calf, down and up. Have that moment of sticking it. So we're squatting low, we're balancing high. Willpower, they still kind of put their hands on their leg. I find I start to hinge forward too much. I don't like that. So you see me kind of reach for my leg, but I'm not really pressing on it. Good. Now we're going to hold the next one up at the top. Hold it up here. Good. Hold. Turn it out to that tree pose. You can have your big toe on the ground, bottom of your foot to your calf, You could always go up high if you want it there. And a couple deep breaths, balancing. So heart rate goes up, then we let it come down, we balance, we get our breath back. We're going to take it out to the side, big step here, 2 feet stay on the ground. We're going to side lunge, side to side. My toes are forward here. Now, both legs stay on the ground, but I'm going to stand tall. So I go low, stand up, low, stand up. So it's that side lunge, but you're tall, you're up, you're proud. Here we go. Now, left arm is going to start to punch down and up. If you have the ability, you could touch the ground and then bring your elbow. Maybe it's to your thigh and up. If that feels good, we start to rotate. And lots of rotation. If rotation doesn't feel good on your back, don't do it, right? You don't have to. If that feels good, start to look behind you and look. And look. So a lot of side lunging here, but standing tall and proud, chest up, shoulders back. Turn your head. Good, couple more here. Then we'll take it to what's called the crescendo in Willpower. The big side lunge, foot up on our leg for balance. Here we go. Let's take it out to the side. Now our foot comes up off the ground. Ooh, I almost pushed myself all the way over and up, down and up. Now I'm bringing my foot to my leg. It's my instep, the inside of my foot that touches my standing leg. My knee is forward. I'm not wrapping, not trying to wrap my toes around. My toes point straight down to the ground. Good. Let's take hands to the sky and start to look up and up. Let's go for 3. We're going to stick it on 1, 2. Here we go. Hold it up to the sky and hold. Good. Take that moment to breathe. We're coming back to those squats, team. We only have 8 minutes left. We got to get to the other side. Let's go to our squats here. Down and up. Squatting, squatting. Pressing with your hands. Every time when your fingers are forward, your elbows stay by your body. That's a little tricep push-up, right? Your elbow is bending. If you've done tricep pushes on the floor, you get a whole bunch of little push-ups in Willpower, even though it's really a big leg thing. Okay, grab your book, grab your box, grab something precious. When we squat, we're going to reach down. Maybe you put it down, maybe you pick it up. Down and up. My knees are forward, so have that moment of holding low, twisting. Check your knees that they didn't go with you. They need to stay forward and come back to center. Low, rotate, back to center, top. Come down. And then you can kind of put it together as you feel good. We're going to reach overhead here, reach up, put that precious thing up on the shelf, right? Put it away for safekeeping. Maybe you're grabbing something down. Maybe you need that little bit of motivation, that little bit of love that's in your box there. What is it? Grab it, bring it low, put it high. Now we're going to come up on our toes, lift up and come heels down for your squat. Up on your toes for that rotation. High and low. And now on the other side, you've done this. Your body's like, okay, maybe it's a little more comfortable doing it to this side because your body knew. The first time it was probably like, what is going on? We have not done this before. Hold it to the top here. Hold. Oh, that top twist is tricky. And then back to center. Squatting, take it out with that left foot for that little step into our lunge. So you just get that idea of catching, just kind of being loose and bendy. And let's take it farther and farther out. Bigger step, back heel lifts up. And as you start to get low to the ground, when you come up, bring your foot closer and closer to that standing leg till you can bring it up to the leg. And you'll find as you pull your foot in, you're using your hamstrings, the muscle that contracts to pull your foot in. So you get all kinds of good work by trying to be really snappy and strong to bring your foot to your leg. Good. As you feel good there, you could lift your arms to the sky. You could look up as you come up here. Good.
So it's good. Willpower is like that crazy burn because you're just always doing stuff. It's not like 30 seconds on, take a break, move to something else. It's just kind of flowy. That's sort of the dancing part of it. Okay, let's hold it up on the next one here. Hold it up and stick it. So foot is touching your leg, toe might be on the ground. You could be here, rotate to the bottom of your foot. So feel the difference. Bottom of your foot, in step. My knee is forward, my knee is out. You're rotating your leg in its hip socket. Never trying to grab your toes around. A lot of people, when they put their foot up, their heel goes back, their toes go forward. You want your toes straight down, your heel straight up, whether it's bottom of your foot or in step. Let's take it out to the side, that wide step. We go down, stand up. 2 feet stay on the ground, down and up here. Your right hand is coming across to your left thigh. Maybe it's coming down to the ground, and we start to elbow, pushing away the bad thoughts, making room for the good positive thoughts here. And as you feel good there, start to rotate. When you feel good rotating, you can add the eyes and look behind you. Down and up, down and up. Pressing. So that left leg that's doing the bending, it's getting a lot of work here. Your booty's going out the back. Breathing. Good, strong, powerful. I've arrived here, right? You're low. Here I am, world. I'm up. I'm ready for my day. I'm energized. Nothing's going to stop me. All right, let's take it to that big crescendo here. Hands to your left thigh and press it up, low, and up with that balance. Down. Figure out where you want your foot to go and stick it there every time. You don't have to look at it, right? You know where your leg is. You know where your foot is. Put them together. As you feel good, we'll raise our hands up to the sky. If you feel good, you can look up. And all these things are optional, right? Maybe you stay right here with your hands down low or out to the side for balance. Maybe hands go up. Maybe you do one with the eyes. Low, power. Catch yourself as you go down. It's toes reaching for the ground. Heel gets heavy. Press off your heel. Toes come up last. Let's go for 3 more. We'll hold it on 3. Here we go. 1 and up. 2. Hold the next one. Here we go. Hold it up. Oh, when you go to hold, my foot was just wobbling like crazy to stop my momentum. Go, you can take hands out here. You could pull the knee out. You could keep the knee in. Whatever feels good. Couple of deep breaths. Excellent, team. We're going to take it out to that wide leg again. We're going to come forward in a forward fold. Now, we're going to do some shoulder work here. So we'll be hinged for a while. If it's not comfortable, come up higher or keep your hands on your legs. If you can, come all the way to the ground. You could even bend your knees a little if that makes it more comfortable. Palms facing each other. Thumbs are to the sky. Lift one arm to the sky. Lower it down and the other. So your hands are coming up maybe just by your face. I can barely get my arm up to my face here, but I'm lifting my thumb. I'm thinking about my shoulders. My buns have to squeeze. My belly button pulled in to support myself. And we lift and lower. Team, we have about 1 more minute here. And then the fun, fierce one in Willpower. You're going to come up a little higher. Put your fingers together like your little pointer finger of your gun. This one's called Charlie's Angels. Our hands go out. You bring your thumb to one shoulder and point forward. Thumb to one shoulder, point forward. As that feels good, start to look over your shoulder as you bring your hands back. Look and straight. So we're working our hamstrings. We're working our back. We're working our shoulders here. And this can be something positive. I'm looking at you guys. I'm looking at my strong team. I'm so impressed by you. I love seeing you in the mornings. You guys are committed to your health, to your happiness, to your well-being, right? So this is me giving you my positive energy, shooting it out to the world, to you, saying, well done, well done. All right, team, we have about 20 seconds. Bring those hands down. Walk it out. We're going to hold a plank. So in Willpower, your feet stay wide. Your hands come together. You make this little upside down heart. You put your thumbs together and your pointer fingers, and your hands are right underneath your heart. It's called heart to heart plank here. And let's just hold it for about 10 more seconds. It's just about 7 o'clock, my time. Look forward, keep your head high. I want you to be strong through your toes, strong through the bottom of your foot. Your knees are tight. The muscles around your knees are engaged. Your booty is squeezed. Your belly button is pulled up. You're strong through the armpits and the shoulders. You're strong through your chest, all the way down to those fingertips. Have a look at that heart, right? You have a strong heart. You are compassionate. You are committed. Look forward. Look up at your teammates. You may not be able to see them, but they are there. Team, walk it on back. We are done. Lift your hips. Bring your hands back. Maybe you hang for a little and roll it on up. And that is a little bit of barefoot, willpower, and grace, team. So kind of fun, kind of different. There's willpower on Saturday. You guys might be regulars to the willpower, so maybe that felt comfortable. I don't get to go to the Saturday classes very much. Oh, I love that. Thank you, Molly. Thank you. I love it. Perfect, team. That's what we need. We need a lot more sign language so that we can all talk to each other. We should have a VFit sign language class. All right, team. Great to see you guys. Heather, Lorraine, Amy, Tracy, everybody, Alicia, Shalise, Mary. Always a good time. Thank you. Make sure you drink your water, okay?